this operation has moved very fast, taking quite a lot of people in the Kidal region by surprise. We have got the confirmation that a French plane has landed at the airstrip at Kidal and surrounded, watched over in the sky by French combat helicopters. At the moment, we understand that's more about taking up a position. We understand talks could be going on between the French forces and some of the local people and local groups in and around Kidal, but they have taken up a position at the small airport there. This has moved very fast. Kidal is the third large town in the north of Mali and was the next key objective for the French and Malian forces and would be a key gain. It's thought a lot of Islamist fighters have regrouped in and around that region. We understand, though, that quite a few of them have fled even further north now.
And Catherine, meanwhile, the Malian government have been looking ahead, unveiling a roadmap for after the fighting finishes. How realistic are their plans?
Well, their plans sound very optimistic indeed. Basically, they've called for, once the whole of the north of Mali, once the territorial integrity of Mali has been restored, they want to hold elections, they say, as soon as possible. And that could start for them as soon as April. And they've set a deadline on that as the end of July earlier this year. We've seen the French and Malian forces going into Gao, Timbuktu, and now possibly also into Kidal. But behind those troops, there are a lot of uncertainties still on the ground. Local people telling us that the fighters have fled the region, but they fear they're hiding out nearby, planning to strike again in future months, and a lot of fear still around. So holding elections does sound very optimistic at this stage. Nevertheless, that's what the Malian government say they want to do. They want truth and reconciliation committees. They want dialogue. They say they'll talk with any group who recognise the territorial integrity of Mali. But those plans, MPs telling us here in the capital that they feel this deadline is too short.